The festival is nigh!
Well, we will go ahead and get started here. Nartock versus Ratty. Tanner, center square.
Loretta.
I will go with BBK.
You just want it, dude.
I do want it. Oh God, this is crazy fast. Ratty said he was gonna snipe him on the first rush square and Nartock was gonna quit. And that is a fast first rush square. 2 caves, grottos, or hideaway dungeons. So the fastest way to do that is actually to kill Rick right off the start and then go straight for Bofa. You can do that before Torrent. We also have some other early squares on the board, same diagonal. Bottom left to top right, we have a Geel +0, as well as 2 Knights Calves. Those are 2 other very fast squares, especially a Geel. Box Needle as well in the row 2. That one is very fast. And then we have 3 paintings in the bottom row, which is another quick one. Topski, I know that is a favorite early square from the Cult of Bushy, which consists of you and Ratty, because of the map progress that it gives you. But overall, actually, this is a pretty early game board. Also, 3 stat dumps is insane. I just realized that. 3 stat dumps.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Am I seeing any Altus squares?
Is there no... Oh, Eleonora.
Oh, yeah.
3 Remembrances requires Altus. Either
Magnus,
Altus or Rykard.
Yeah. Eleonora, 3 Remembrances.
12 Incants is very likely Altus. Sacred Flask +5 can be Altus, but not very Altus heavy at all, actually.
Excited for a fast game.
I mean, honestly, this is a very early game board. But yeah, with the 3 stat dumps, it is a little insane here for sure.
Is Ratty going to contest a heal +0? Are we going to see it?
Well, I think you go caves, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nartock has the marred leather shield. This shield has bleed. I think he's going to try to shield Bofa in Rick. Because it's faster. Because there weren't any wieldable weapons. The weapons that they started with were not wieldable.
Yeah, Ratty's starting.
Yeah, but it's not immediate. But it's not immediately wieldable. But the shield is. Durf, thank you so much for the raid, man. Congrats on a great season. Either that, or he's just going for the gamer jump, but he doesn't have this. He doesn't have the spike club out, which makes me think it's not wieldable, but it might be. All right, here we go. The boys are underway. Ratty has a little bit of extra, is just like a second behind on stream delay. So, given that Ratty started with the square off weapon, I'm sure he's looking more so at a Geel.
What do you need strength wise to wield that? He's at 6, so he's gonna use Lands Between Rune possibly to get the strength, wield it, a heal.
Let me check for you.
Maybe he's thinking Nartock won't do that.
So you need 10 strength, 10 dex. So he needs a lot of, he actually needs 4 levels of dex and a level of strength. And okay, Nartock is going straight for Rick with the spike club. This is what I expected. Ginger, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
Raid! Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I gotta say immediately, I know Broadsword is one of the best weapons in Bingo for early game. Square off Ash of War is just so valuable early in Bingo.
Yeah.
That being said, though, Ratty is, I think, 5 levels away from wielding it because you need at least 10 dex and 7 strength, and I believe he started at 6'6". So that's a lot of investment.
Yeah. Let's see right now. But I think Ratty did pick the character with higher.
Oh, it's only 3 levels?
and int. Stop shaking the cam.
Yeah.
First time chatter. Look
Yeah,
at this dude.
Ginger, of course I did this game and not your game. Ratty's my Nepo baby. You know how it is. Actually, that's the first Golden Lurker game I've ever not done. I'm very embarrassed. All right, Nartock here is going to go ahead and just obliterate Rick.
Wait, what?
Oh, don't die. Don't die.
Okay, that took longer than I expected. He got some hyper armor there. I think. Or just the wrong attack. Nice. Good kill. Good comms. Oh, I could have game it.
Nice job there by Narty. So now Nartock will go straight for Bofa, and that will be the center square. Oh, question from the chat, Tanner. Can you commentate on Dance Pad?
Could I? Dude, let me pull that bitch out really quick. Dude, I'm not even wearing socks. They'll get a show for free.
Rambler was saying that he's thinking about doing for the Crucible, like a consolation bracket. And I was like, can Tanner please play on Dance Pad?
I think I could get like a few squares.
Yeah. He goes, can he kill Margit +0? I was like, no fucking chance.
I think now it's a maybe, but it's probably not.
Yeah. Like, could you do it? Yes. Could you do it? He specifically meant like first try. I was like, no.
No shot.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Ratty is immediately going for Bach. Yeah.
I guess he's gonna block Nartock immediately. I mean, not immediately, but if Nartock does try to go for Bach too,
yeah,
I doubt it.
Well, I think you should set up Bach and go straight to a Gil, actually. Because I think the scary thing for Ratty is you don't want to give Nartock two caves with Box Needle, right? Mm-hmm. That would be very bad. But Nartock is just hard rushing this with the Spike Club.
Yeah.
Because Nartock already has one down, and then Bofa will be the second.
Mm-hmm.
Good bleed.
All right, that is 2 caves there for Narty.
Easy.
Ratty needs to pivot.
Ooh, Ratty's pretty surprised.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, if Ratty's fast here, he'll be okay. If Nartock gets a Gil, that could be a problem.
Ooh, are we gonna see an incident? Nope.
With a square off weapon, I actually really don't like summoning Istvan because it takes 3 square offs to stagger instead of 2.
Yeah.
Enemies get increased if you summon a. Oh, and Ratty does go down.
Fuck!
He seems chipper.
I heard that slam through the walls.
Yeah,
it was a big one.
Yeah, I know you can't hear him on the screen, but I'm like, I know you can hear Ratty through the walls. So
I heard it like 2 seconds before. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so Narty's going to be going for a Gil here. We'll go full screen with Ratty until Narty gets in the fight. Actually, they might be getting in the fight at the same time. Yeah, Ratty will get in slightly before.
Come over here, bitch.
But yeah, this Diag's a little problematic because normally on this board, on most boards, I'd say like a line early. That's super. It's not like Nartock's gonna get it. It's a very snipeable line, but this board is so early, and also it's a diag, right? Which diags are very strong defensively because they block all the bingos, right? So while normally if I would on most boards, if I saw this line in a different, especially if it wasn't on a diag, I wouldn't think it's that threatening. In this situation, I do think it is kind of more uniquely threatening.
All right, looks like Ratty's not gonna have a scale issue this time around.
No, and I mean Nartock's actually gonna get a Geel dead before Ratty even finishes this cave, unless Nartock gets some really bad RNG. Yeah, that'll be a Geel down. All right, there's a Geel down for Nartock. He takes an early 2-0 lead and has an immediate threat on that diagonal.
All right, so this was
Ratty's
just
unfortunately missing a lot of square offs.
Yeah. We're gonna see a great sword check here from Nartock.
Let me square off.
It is Bastard Sword.
Jesus Christ, stop running.
Yeah, and Nartock here can continue to put pressure on this diagonal. I actually like Explosive Physic a lot because it combos well with the Physic tiers. And you can get like Liurnia map progress.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where Nartock goes. I mean, Top's key.
I will say it's
probably not.
I mean, it's uncharacteristic and aggressive, but when it's a diag, I think you can 100% try to force it, right?
Yeah.
Like you can, I think Nartock can start just aim for squares on the diagonal and just try to force it a bit. Because you have Top's Key, you have paintings. Actually, with Top's Key, you can grab the green staff. That's Lusat's, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's right below Top's Key. It's one that you don't see very often for the 6 staves. But when Top's Key is on the board, you can use it. Azure.
That one is pretty fucking annoying. There's that Gatling gun crossbow guy that guards it that can sometimes be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he has the high page. Because there's the 2 types of pages, and the high page shoots a triple bolt for some reason. I learned that from a stupid lore video. Yes, I know I'm a nerd, chat. We all knew this. Come on. Yeah, of course, guys, I literally I bought a green screen to do a bingo broadcast. Of course I'm a fucking nerd. All right. Okay, Nartock here is going to do a round table check. Incance only could be very strong too. We'll see what Corn has. Holy shit, there's heal.
Not looking good for Ratty. It's 12 faith. He has 11.
Yeah.
He only needs to dump one level, which is really nice for him.
Yeah, that is not good for the rat at all. Also, with a win today, Nartock will secure the 3rd seed at worst. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure actually he just secures the 3rd seed. Because he does have the tiebreak over Nexus, but Shura has the tiebreak. It becomes a triangle, and unless Nartock wins by bingo, then it gets complicated. If Nartock wins by bingo and Shura loses, he has a chance at the 2 seed. But that's the only way. Or actually, no, if Nexus also were to lose. If Nexus loses as well. If they both lose, yeah, the highest Nartock can go is 2 seed. Because if Nexus and Shura both lose, then it goes to bingos, and so Nexus would stay the 1 seed, unless Nartock bingos today. Well, actually, no. Regardless, Nexus would stay the 1 seed, and then if Nartock bingos, he would be the 2 seed. If Nartock doesn't bingo, he would be the 3 seed. But if one of them lose and the other doesn't, or if Nexus loses, then Nartock could jump to. If Nexus loses and Shura wins, then Nartock could jump to 2. It gets complicated with the tiebreakers.
All right, call out Halberd check.
How Banish Knights +8. Spirit Glaive. Fringe bingo viable, but pretty bad.
Ratty is like 15 seconds behind Nartock,
Yeah.
so depending on what each person does, could be deadly.
Yeah, and Nartock actually knows that he's, well, with Round Table, he might not be, but he knows that he was ahead based on the box needle mark.
Yeah. If Ratty I feel like Nartock is gonna go for tops.
I think he might go for tops after, but I think he's going to go straight to use heal on Revenant because that's just so free. It's only like 10 faith or so. It takes like 2 seconds and it's a corner square. Gives you 2 additional blocks. Already at this point, once Nartock gets incancel, if Nartock gets incance only, Ratty would have only have 4 bingos left. The bottom 2 rows, column 2 and column 5. Especially because if I'm in Nartock's situation, right, I think, especially after the start, I would feel very comfortable at winning a majority game. So my goal would just be to block the bingos.
Yeah.
And yeah, we see Nartock just going, not even grabbing the EG Grace, just going straight for heal on Revenant. You actually can do this as a boss on Torrent. You can spawn Torrent in. And there it is.
Easy square.
Ratty's gonna
Nartock's-
immediately know what that was.
Nartock's pace is nuts right now.
Bro. How is he so fast?
Yeah, Ratty's
Fuck
already
this,
complaining about how
man.
fast he is.
Yeah. He's fast. I mean, he also, to be fair, he also got very lucky. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe Ratty just didn't know about the Rick into Bofa routing before Torrent, but
Yeah, it didn't even seem like it was on Ratty's mind at all.
yeah, like if you give fast players quick plays, it's a problem, right? Nartock and Ratty are such rivals because I don't know. Very quickly after joining Zero Scratch, Ratty decided that he hated Nartock and he was his rival, and he began talking shit. That's what happened. I think Nartock beat him in a practice game, and then yeah.
Oh my, das jetzt? I don't know.
Why is Nartock?
I
So
was trying to
he's
figure that out too.
He's killing Vare for Magnus. I just am confused why he's doing this now.
Yeah, it seems a little off.
Because we don't have friendly NPCs on the board. You do get the Bloody Fingers for later.
Huh.
Is
I mean-
Roger's Rapier +8 good? No. It's actually, even though it's +8, it's quite terrible. The only thing is it's good if you have Smithing Weapon +12 on the board because it's pre-upgraded. It makes that square a lot easier. But other than that, it's pretty useless.
I guess he was just doing it because he was gonna go do the katana check.
Yeah, I think the idea was like, I'm gonna go back here anyways. I don't want to have to warp to first step later, so
Yeah.
I'll just kill Vare now.
I mean, there's no reason to warp back. I mean, he's gonna have to warp back for 3 paintings. Who knows?
Well, this is Nartock's #1 op. I think I've seen him die more to Yura than anyone this entire season. So we'll see how he does.
What's the KD on Euro right now? It's got to be nuts.
We've only been tracking bosses, but it's probably at least 1. He's a threat. Granted, Stamp is great at throwing him up in the air.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Come on, Yura.
Oh. Come
Do
on.
it for Ratty. Do it for Ratty.
Ethan.
Guy.
Ah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Good
Die.
kill. What is it?
Good weapon, please.
Meteoric Orblade, so
that's
good. At the
That
beginning,
lines
when
up
you
well
pick
with Int.
the classes, are the weapons you can choose from wieldable automatically? No, they are all random. So weapons and the stat spread are random. Most players will pick weapons that are wieldable, but it's not. They're not all wieldable.
All right, Ratty's about to go
Oof.
into dog.
Let's dance, baby girl.
Yep, this will be tops
Oh, we
key.
like that. That was cool.
I mean, he
Thank
could
you
go
very
tops
much.
key into staves and try to build some
what's
type
next?
of threat on both the
What do you wanna do?
column 2 and row 4.
All right, this works. All this extra stamina is nice for that, at least. All right, we should be close.
Man, Ratty does have a lot of stamina.
Stagger.
How much is he rocking right now? I
I
mean,
think
with
he
no
has, like,
strength and no
16.
dex. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Nice.
So that's pretty
He-
nice for every time he uses a square off,
Do it
and then he's
again.
able to, spam dodge if he wants.
Yeah, there was a very weird. His class
Oh,
had
yeah.
a very strange stat spread.
This is going real smooth. Oh. That was a little not fun. Make space. Get a little jump attack. Roll that. Get his R2.
Square off and a hit.
All right.
Dog's gonna
What do
be
you got
dead.
next? More glint blades? Bitch. Come here. All right. Good work.
And there we go. All right, that's Red Wolf down for Ratty, so he'll just go get tops key now. I think Nartock here is mid-grounding between paintings, physic flask, and explosive physic.
Curious to see if Ratty is gonna try to go for that staff. I mean, might as if you jump down on to Thops' key. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a save because it saves you from having to get the one you probably skip is the staff by that highway lookout tower.
In
So
Liurnia
it does.
on the east side.
Yeah, it's not like it's crazy far, but it does save you a decent little chunk.
I have seen a lot more people die to that staff than I would have expected.
Yeah. Well,
You can get sniped by those guys at the top.
Also, the problem with that staff is that Burger King up there is the same one. It's the same with like the shotgun blast that basically just one-shots you.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, a lot of the times you hit him and he will fall off the edge, but he doesn't die to fall damage and he also doesn't de-aggro. So then what will happen is players quit out, they load back in, and then they get one shot. Nartock here is gonna just grab the Somber 4, getting Orblade set up. Orblade, one of my favorite weapons. It's not the best weapon. It's very good. It's not the best, especially because you do have to have a bit of intelligence investment. It's either 16
It's
or
only
8.
18, I think. Not
Yeah,
too
it's not.
heavy.
It's not crazy. Like it's definitely doable, but it's just any soft stat any extra stat investment is worse for sure. And Ratty does not get that staff. He's just gonna go straight to tops. But Nartock does have a +4 Orblade online here.
He will need to go pick up the physic, but that's not a problem. There's nothing over by the physic. I mean,
Well, there's Physic Flask tiers, right?
yeah.
And Sacred Flask +5, so that's a
guess
sacred tier, and
Both
if you
Scar
count-
Seals.
Yeah.
Grab the Grace for later.
I think Nartock is going for Knight's Calves right now, so bottom left corner square. After I see this top ski mark, though, if I'm Nartock, he already has one painting. I would just run past this Knight's Cav and actually go finish paintings to get the block on the column
See if
2.
Nartock says anything about it.
Yep, I think he is. Yeah. Is he gonna go for the Knight's Cav? Nope. Yeah, he's going straight for
Yeah, he's going for
paintings.
the painting.
Actually, he made the same pivot. So he was initially gonna go for Knight's Calves. I think maybe expecting Ratty to go paintings, but because Ratty went top ski instead, Nartock saying, "Okay, fine, I'll take paintings," which is a great score for him because it's 2 extra blocks, leaving the only 2 bingos alive for Ratty. The column 4 in the row 5, or the row 4 in the column 5, which makes 30 Faith actually an incredibly important square. After Nartock gets paintings, if Nartock was to win 30 Faith, that would block all of the bingos available to Ratty. Nartock here killing this Knight. This Knight is dangerous, but he drops a prayer book that actually has 3 different incants in it. So you can, a good way of doing incants is you can get 3 from this guy in the prayer book, 8 from Corin, and then the final one you could either get what is Bloodblade in vanilla, or kill a Crucible Knight. There's a lot of different ways you can get 1 incant. And Nartock dies and didn't grab the Grace.
Okay, that's my fault.
That's going to be a good time sink for Ratty.
Yeah, that guy's a bit of a menace. Like, he actually hits incredibly hard.
He is a tank at early game. I have died to him at many a times.
Yeah, that is very good for Ratty, and if Nartock decides to wait here, like, he only has the Limgrave painting. He doesn't have massive prio on paintings. Ratty's going to Celia. If this is a paintings play, there's a chance that Ratty could snipe and build himself, not only that would that A, tie the game, but B, build a serious threat on the column 2. Especially, I do like that column 2, right? Like, there's synergy. Like, what Ratty does need to be scared about is the synergy between Physic Flask tiers and Explosive Physic, and Sacred Flask +5. There's decent synergy between those, because a lot of times you go to Weeping for your Physic tier to finish Physic tiers. That helps you get +5. Obviously, Explosive Physic is Physic tiers, and then it's just 30 in, and that would be GG's.
If you get one, you're bound to get at least the others semi-soon.
Yeah.
I'll try and look out for what Nartock's int level is.
Oreblade, if you have it +4, you can use it without the int for like a fight or 2. That's completely acceptable. If it's going to be longer than that to get the int, though, at that point you're better off just getting the Physic. But you can take a fight or 2 without the int. It's just like anything more than that, though, is not worth it.
Ratty will get sniped on this in a second.
Yeah, unless Nartock gets cummed on.
Wouldn't that be a skill issue?
Happens a lot.
Nartock did get Liurnia painting. Wait, no. Wait.
He did.
Yeah. was like-
Nartock got Orblade
Yeah.
from Yura. He killed Yura.
Nartock got the katana at Eurojek.
Oh, this is going to be a really bad snipe for Ratty.
Yeah, this sucks.
Nartock's going to get this by less than 30 seconds. Yep, there is 3 paintings.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not pleased, but also seemed to... I mean, Ratty, that was a very aggressive play by Ratty.
Yeah.
Because...
He seemed like he almost knew like it could happen.
Yeah, so kind of what happens is you have like what's like Ratty marked the last square on the board, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he knew like, hey, Nartock was working on something. Paintings is the best square on the board right now, and it's very fast. There's a high probability he's already working on it, but I mean, everyone does their own risk assessment in their head. He decided it was worthwhile to push into it. Hard to blame him, but you know, you kind of know in that situation, like, hey, I could get sniped. As Rambler says, 90% of snipes are the fault of the snipee.
Ratty also seeing that there's nothing in round table.
Yeah.
Let's see what check he does next. I imagine he does Yura. Nope. Let's see.
Yeah, Euro wouldn't be a bad call. Death Touch to Catacomb would not be a bad call with 2 black knives on the board. Honestly, like, you could just push into Stormveil. There's 2, if you kill Nepheli, there's 2 axe checks in Stormveil. Between 2 axe checks, you're highly likely to get one of the 3 wieldable between Stormhawk, or one of the 3 like good Sombras between Stormhawk, Ice Rind, and Rosas.
Well, you do need Nepheli for the summon.
Oh, true, right, you can't. Sorry, I forgot that square was on the board. So yeah, you cannot murder Nepheli.
I mean, you could big dig it. Don't worry.
You could. God, if only you could like kill her in the fight. If like she died in the fight, she would like actually die, and then you could get her axe. That would be sick. So yeah, Nartock here is actually is working on incants. So all he needs just the book. That's the Bloodblade replacement, and then 8 from Corrin. So he'll need quite a bit of cash, but
He's immediately just gonna go get explosive physic.
yeah. Yeah, Ratty did fall for something that I think is difficult. Like when you play really fast players, right, which Nartock is, sometimes it's hard to be like, oh, like I have to give them the best idea on the board at the start of the game, because otherwise I'm going to get sniped anyways. But then it's kind of like this prisoner's dilemma. It's like, is it better, do I have a better chance of winning by contesting something I'm likely to lose, but if I get it, it would be huge? Or by trying to play around that and giving them the best idea.
Ratty just picked up Troll's Golden Sword from Coastal Merchant. So he's going to go grab the Strength tier now to wield it. But he still only has 7. That's going to put him at 17. I mean, he's going to have 8.
And Nartock dies to the Erdtree Avatar.
Fuck that pot.
Ratty's going to have, what,
now it's going
8,
bad
so
in
he's
my
gonna
way
be
again.
at 20.
Not good.
Yeah. Also,
sad.
Troll's Golden Sword, I'm not
25.
sure if Ratty knows, but that's smithing. That's not somber.
Yeah. I was surprised he didn't notice that. I don't know. I mean,
to be fair, I thought it
Colossal
was smithing.
Swords, like, I enjoy Colossal Swords, and I think they're a somewhat viable option at +0 or at lower weapon level. But I mean,
Yeah,
the two other weapons were great.
If it was Sombra, I actually think it would be like fringe viable, like probably a low
Camping.
B
What
tier
the
weapon.
fuck am I doing?
But it
Nartock
being
dies
smithing is
again.
not good. And
Lock
Nartock
in.
dies again to an Erdtree avatar. God. I didn't know Tanner was playing.
No. I see a 3 for 3 right now.
Apparently that was the 20th kill by an Erdtree avatar this season. Ratty is
Ratty
in the fight
also-
as well, but this could
Yeah.
be another snipe. And Ratty's expending his one-time use rot grease on this. Does get the rot off. You can also obviously see the +0 broadsword, even with rot, way less damage than the +4 ore blade. I mean, the good news is for Ratty, even if he gets sniped on explosive physic, he will still get 2 tiers out of this.
Yeah.
And he has Bofa alive. Nartock does not have the easiest boss for this alive. I actually don't hate the idea. I think Nartock should go Pumpkinhead for this. There's 10 sorceries on the board. Pumpkinhead's fairly stationary Limgrave boss.
I would agree. Did I miss? Did Nartock die again?
No, he got it.
Oh. I've been watching Ratty this whole time.
I mean, he has +4 ore blade.
Yeah.
It should be pretty quick. Oh, did he not wait long enough to get the tiers? He didn't
That's
wait
why-
long enough to get
yeah,
the tiers, so he has to run back.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
you
that's-
don't have to run back the entire way. It'll
You have to
pop up
get pretty
soon.
close. I mean, it's an extra. There it is.
Yeah, I mean that's still what 20 seconds. That he did
More than that, yeah.
waste. I mean, they're. Let's see, where's Ratty going?
Is Ratty gonna go for Margit? I think Nartock is going Pumpkinhead, which is, in my opinion, at least the correct call for him. Because there are sorceries on the board. Again, Pumpkinhead's low scaling and stationary.
Ratty hasn't been to Third Church yet.
No, he has. He has a physic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't see jack shit.
It's okay. Your surgery. We know your surgery on your shoulders affects your eyes.
Dude, I mean it's right there. He's gonna use explosive physic on Margit? I like this.
Yeah.
I
But
like this
Nartock's
a
gonna
lot.
beat it.
Come
But
on.
Nartock's gonna beat him though, because Nartock's about to do it on Bofa right now.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
There's a chance. There's always a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No. I hope he gets like a surprise bleed and it just like.
Nartock only has the int for the weapon with the physics, so because he's using explosive physic, he doesn't have it. Nartock gets it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ratty pretty upset about that one as
killed
well.
a lot of this plan.
Yeah.
Shit.
And now
gonna do
Ratty only has one
fucking-
bingo left on column 4 or row 4.
Margit with that.
Yeah, Margit was insane. I mean, I think what we've been seeing is like Ratty got behind early and now is like going greedy to kind of catch up, and Nartock's just making him pay.
Yeah.
This is the second time Ratty's gotten punished for greed.
God, but if it worked out, just big wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Nartock right now, what? Ratty hasn't.
If I'm Nartock right now, I go for
forever,
the block on row 4, and then pick whatever I want.
Yeah. You know, maybe Nartock is going to keep his promise and try to get that bingo, so we're back on schedule.
I think Ratty's meditating. He's closing his eyes there for a second. He's opening his third eye. Yeah, this is staves for Narty. And Ratty is going for... Ah. That's cute, Tanner. Why did you buy that?
I didn't buy it. I was gifted it.
Who gave it to you?
Vegan lady.
Hmm. I'm surprised the vegan gave it to you because she doesn't eat meat.
I'll tell you what she does eat.
Okay.
Where's Eric? Oh, where's Eric? Eric!
God, he's cute.
Got one
Eric.
tooth. The old tooth. Hugh? He was downstairs. He was fucking... He's vibing.
Nartock, you're grabbing a foul foot as well for a rune dump later. And yeah, nice cap. Like this very early board. Like even though we're 40 minutes in, it looks like Nartock Ratty is gonna kill Yura here for the katana check. We'll go full screen with Nartock as he fights this guy.
That hit, for sure.
All right, Nartock gets that down.
All
We'll check
so
back in with
square off
Ratty.
Too slow. That's too slow. Brother.
Ooh, be careful. One more square off.
Yeah, it's so hard. Oh, he's gonna explode.
Oopsies.
He used the physic for the...
No, listen, the idea was there. The idea was sound. The idea was good. All right.
I'm stomping
I
on
know
that one.
commentary's gonna question that deeply, but that was fucking genius. That was fucking gigabrain, dude.
Alright, Nartock's fighting the other Knight's Cap.
Oh,
I think that was an accident. I think he just was like, oh, I'll use the physic for the heal, and then forgot that he was gonna explode, and then tried to play it off. There's no way he remembered that he was gonna explode. Alright, Nartock gets the Knight's Caps down.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Ratty commit to the explosion bit.
Dude. There's not even a lot to do here. I mean, I'm just pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it. Unless this is a
Ratty is
weapon.
slowly starting to accept defeat.
Yes! Alright.
Nah, he's back. He's so back. He found Orblade.
I could hear the excitement through the floor.
Yeah. Nartock just can't quite afford the last sorcery.
So much money on this board.
Yeah, very money heavy board. If Ratty can get staves here, there's a chance he could make something happen, especially since, like, Ratty has 35k in his pocket and already just dumped all his money into sorceries.
Eleanor Pole Blade viable with 30 arc on board?
I mean, maybe, but, like, not really.
I fucking hate the Pole Blade. I think that's just a personal opinion, though.
The problem with, like, Pole Blade and Rivers of Blood and stuff is they can be very situational weapons.
I don't know. As someone who likes having staggers for bingo, Pole Blade's just not great.
Yeah, Twin Blades are very strong if you get a proper build online for them, but in bingo, like, you want weapons that are just, like, good, right? Like, don't really need anything. So as a result, particularly multi-hit weapons, because multi-hit builds are very strong. If you've seen, like, DLC bingo, where they can get, like, a proper build online because of the shop, backhand blades are multi-hit. They're very, very good. In base game bingo, you're really not afforded the same luxury. So as a result, like, multi-hit weapons just tend to get a lot worse.
Nartock's gonna finish staves.
Yeah.
And after this, I mean, it's GG's.
No, Tanner, you can't say that. You have to believe in your boy. Do you believe in the heart? Hey, if you believe in the heart of the cards, okay? You never know. He can still pull out full Exodia.
I lost hope when he came over to me in the morning and was like, "Should I warm up?" And we both were like, "No."
If you have a strong bond with your Pokemon, it'll survive any knockout. It'll never die. It'll just continue to take punishment like a punching bag. And eventually you'll win. Yeah, so this will be the last staff here for Nartock in a second. And then Rad is in trouble.
Wasn't gonna drink today, but Ratty lost again.
Jesus Christ.
Pour one out for Ratty.
I mean, I know. Okay, look, Ratty fans. All right, I do want to say this to, like, Ratty's fans. Like, I think most of you guys get it by now. The players Ratty's going up against, I know they're not big streamers, but they're really fucking good. Like, I mean, Nartock is one of the best bingo players in the world, and, like, most of the players in this league are. If Ratty was in the Crucible, he would be competing for winning the league, you know. But he's in the Golden Order, and great players lose a lot of games in the Golden Order. It's just the truth, right? They might not be super popular, but also this is true of the Souls community in general. There are a lot of players who are crazy cracked because there is not an official competitive format for Souls. You don't know who they are, and they will come out of nowhere and they are insane. So yeah, just because someone's not a big name doesn't mean they're not insane.
What's Reddy going to do right now? Scar Seals, Sacred Flask,
Physic Tears, I think.
+5,
Physic Tears and Sacred Flasks.
Yeah.
It's Scar
All three-
Seals.
All 3 squares are pretty close.
Nartock here is looking at a stat dump.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get 30 in up right now. And 2 more Physic Tears. You know, I don't know why it bothers me, but when people go left on the avatar instead of right, it just pisses me off. No reason.
The good news for Ratty here is he is going to be able to stop the row 1. Nartock here is looking, I think, at the row 1 in particular, because this is Physic Tears. 2 more Physic Tears, and I have to imagine he's dumping 30 in.
Oh.
Good clean fight from Nartock so far.
All right, Ratty does get Sacred Flask +5, so that'll give him the block.
Good kill from Nartock.
Nice job by Nartock there. Crazy how he dies to the Liurnia avatar, but then kills it twice and then kills that one first try. Same weapon level, by the way, too.
Did he use Gold Pickle Foulfoot? Yes, right?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. 30 int. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea behind that was to try to get the row 1. Regardless, though, I mean, Nartock is only 4 squares away from winning here. It looks like he's going to go incants.
Fucking Nartock.
Noob. Doopy doopy doop.
With the remaining 45k, I imagine he's just going to spend it all, the rest on incants right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he already picked up the Bloodblade replacement, so he just needs to buy these and then he's good.
Plenty.
I think he's counting. Just to double check. Yep, there's 12 incants. I mean, Bellbearing Hunters would bingo for him.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Sounds like he's not going to.
I mean, he went to Stormhill.
He was saying Physic Flask tiers.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, buy this tier and then kill the Bellbearing Hunter.
Yeah. Ratty just picked up the smithing or Somber 4. Get Meteor Blade online. Contest Bell Bearings.
By the way, guys, while we have a second, I want to give a shout out to my friend Chris Crass. He has been working on this YouTube video for like 6 months. So, and it is finally exporting and will be out soon. He did to be very clear, the fights, right? Not running sections, but he beat all the fights in Elden Ring. Did it blindfolded. It was really cool. I've seen parts of the video. It is a great video. Like, he goes really in depth about how he did it. And it's really awesome. So you should go give him a sub, check him out. That video should be out soon, because yeah, he's been working on that for literally like 6 months. Windy tier pickup. We almost never see that one. Okay, Ratty is going Bellbearing Hunters.
Yeah. No skissues, he should have this.
No, he should be fine here.
That'll put it at 411.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a couple snipes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, Ratty's... He played... the problem was he played passive early, and then he played aggressive, and then paid for his aggression, and it just snowballed out of control, right?
Just trying to lessen in the bleed.
Well, like, honestly, like, so the first square... the first square was +1 to Nartock, and then there were 2 snipes, right?
Yeah.
2 really bad snipes. If that goes the other way, it's a 7-6 game, and we're in a very different spot. Especially because also, when you're losing and you're under bingo pressure, you have to go for less desirable squares to block bingos, right? Top's Key normally is a very strong square, but on this type of early board, it just wasn't really the play. It's not horrible, but it's not ideal. And Ratty was forced to do that while he's already behind, and it, can snowball. There's Physic tiers there for Narty.
And then is he gonna grab?
He might just go to. He might just go to
Altus.
Yeah, he might just go to Altus for Magnus and Eleonora.
I mean, he knows Ratty's. No, I mean, he probably knows Ratty's nowhere fucking close.
Yeah. Either that or just go to Altus to kill Radahn. That's one of your 3 remembrances. It's a KO Dragon Barrel boss. I think because he's already stat dumped, it wouldn't quite be enough to stat dump again, but it would get him close, right? Alright, there's the first Bellbearing Hunter. Alternatively, yeah, Godric Nepheli Lu. All right, we'll see Margit here from Nartock. Tanner, Stocko said that Nartock kind of looked like Ratty. Do you think they look similar?
I think Nartock looks more rat-like.
Mm-hmm. If you told me he was like Ratty and Bushy's like long lost German cousin, I'd believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you squint and look at all three of them right next to each other, you're like, they're probably triplets.
Yeah, exactly. Just one of them's really.
We were looking at an early picture of Bushy the other day, and I never used to understand how when people would say that they looked alike, and then we were looking at younger pictures of Bushy, and we were like, no, yeah, it's uncanny.
They kind of talk the same way too. I don't know, like something about them. I mean, I guess like they live together, right? Just like the mannerisms and stuff are like the same, right? I think it's like the fact that they look kind of similar, and then like, you know, obviously you guys are all such good friends that it you know what I mean? Like it makes it seem like they're related, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't see them standing next to each other, and we don't realize that Bushy looks like he ate Ratty 3 times over. Yeah, I had no idea he was such a good athlete. Like, I remember I was like, because I remember back when, you remember when he used to stream way back in the day with the squat rack in the background?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, you know, the nerdy gamer guy's getting into working out. I didn't realize he was like a physical specimen.
No one thinks the Elden Ring players are physical specimens, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude has the genetics of a god, and he chose to play fucking Elden Ring for a living.
Pretty base, though. I mean, you have the genetics of a giant, like a shorter giant.
I'm a fucking brick, brother.
Yeah, you're a brick shit house, and you instead of saving people in the firehouse, you now play video games for a living too. So
hell yeah, dude.
And I was blessed with intelligence, and instead of becoming a lawyer, I said, no, video game. Bingo.
Man, what's this majority time gonna be? It's gonna be quick.
It's gonna be quick. I know the fastest one this season is 109 by ASIM.
I mean, Tanner built like a baked bean. A baked bean.
Oh,
Ratty gets the first black knife down.
Yes, you lied to me. Fucking bitch. Go in the valley. Yeah, get in there. Okay, are you stupid? Fuck it up for me. Okay, second round. Horus. Whack. 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 Don't attack. Oh. Oh. Nice. Oh. Whack, whack, whack.
All right, there's Godric Nefelli for Nartock, so he only needs one more. Uno. Also, after this, guys, we still have 2 more games. We have a big one coming up in the Crucible between Dagger and Lorian. I think if you guys probably all met Dagger on commentary at some point this season, that is basically it's a playoff game before the playoffs. Winner gets in, and I think the loser still has like a very outside chance, but realistically, it's win or go home. And then after that, we have, what is the game after that? It is, let me double check. And then after that, we have Strump versus ASIM, which is actually a very, very big game here in the Redmains division. For ASIM, a win for ASIM would secure the number 3 overall seed in that division. And if Strump wins and Helios loses, which Helios has to play Dino, which should be a very tough game. Strump could sneak in and steal the 1 seed here in the final week. So it should be a big one. Nope, there are 3 games on my channel, 1 game on Harv's channel today, and then 4 games tomorrow. I think Narty's going Noble.
Nah, let's see 3 remembrances.
I mean, it could
DM
be.
him.
He already has 1 down, and he has Radon set up. He just needs Altus. Oh, oh, I thought Ratty was also going Noble. The start of Snipe City. The greatest comeback of all time. But no, yeah, Narty has his parry shield out. This is clearly a Noble play. He likes to parry Noble. And I think Ratty's going for Eleonora here. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Eleonora. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great season. It's been a great rookie season for Ratty, honestly.
I'm impressed. I expected nothing, and we got something.
Yeah. I mean, just qualifying in itself was like like he worked really, really hard for this. Like, obviously, I think when people look at it and they're like, oh, like you play Elden Ring for like a job, and it's like, yes, that's true, but Bingo's a whole different animal, right?
It's so many hours of the most useless shit.
Exactly. And he's done a great job. He's done a very great job, especially all he's given to the, like, you know, Tanner, you as well. Like, everything you guys have, this league would not be the same without, you know, you and you guys. All the just the support and stuff that you've given to us means the world. It just it would not be possible.
It's been fun, dude. I'm ready for fucking next season already.
Well, next season's 2v2, so you and Ratty could be on a team.
Dude, let's fucking do it.
Yeah,
I'll get Bushy in there.
that would be hype.
We'll do vets and noobs.
What would actually be funny is if we could get a setup with you and Ratty in the same room, and Bushy was coaching you in the background, just like screaming at you.
Strive!
Yeah. I mean, it's not fully guaranteed because we have to get the format to the proper level, but like I would be shocked if it wasn't 2v2. Like something catastrophic would have to happen. Like I do think at the very least next season will be 2v2. If for some reason we can't make base game plus DLC work, it might be a base game 2v2 or like I do think the next season will be 2v2, most likely base game plus DLC. If for some reason base game plus DLC just we cannot get a good format, then we'll look elsewhere, but we're going to be looking very hard to make that work. And we already have a good base. It needs work, but it's a good base. It just takes some time, you know, like the other formats that we've cooked up have been, you know, everything was like initially tested with Bingo Brawler Season 2, right? With this one, obviously we're cooking everything up from scratch with our own mod and you know, everything from complete scratch. So, and Nartock dies, and I think that will secure that Nartock will not get the fastest majority win of the season.
Ring of Fire, I hate it. I rolled it.
I mean, if we can get some crazy mods with Night Rain somehow, there's a chance that we could somehow do Night Rain Bingo. But it'd have to be very highly moddable. It would be pretty awesome though. Cause like, especially because it's like a sandbox, it'd be pretty awesome if you could like turn off the storm or something and just basically like generate your own world in like same seed and somehow make something work for bingo. But it would be very difficult, and realistically the mod development and stuff would take months. Like if it was possible, it probably wouldn't be possible until early 2026.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, how long did it take for like Elden Ring
Chevy,
mods to
Bop.
really come in full force?
Not that long, but also like bingo takes longer too, because like we'd have to really push the limits of modding that game. Like it would be way more like it would be essentially a complete and utter overhaul. In addition to that, we have to think of a square set, we have to figure out balancing, we have to figure out randomization of stuff. A square set, like it's not just the mod that's the holdup. It would be because once you have a mod, you still need at least an extra month to get the square set right, and then at least an extra month for players to train.
Wow. Wait.
Big bleed from Nartock. It's gonna be it.
Don't do that.
That'll be it. GG's to Nartock.
Jeez.
Jeez. Okay, now we can be friends finally.
It is the fastest. That was, I mean, a hell of a game by Nartock there. Tough one for Ratty, but hell of a game by Nartock, and it was a great season for Ratty.
Ratty's still sending Radon. This is beautiful.
GG's, Nartock. Welcome in.
GG's.
GG's.
Congratulations on the, I mean, hell of a game from you, dude. Obviously,
Yeah. Some deaths were silly, but I like the way I routed this game. I liked it. It was good.
yeah, I mean, it was also like an incredibly fast board, and like you really like, you know, some things obviously fell into your lap, but you put yourself in that position, right?
Yeah.
Were you ever thinking about a bingo? Like it looked like you might have been thinking about the row one, maybe about the column one.
Yes. Row 1 was potentially happening, but he stopped it.
Yeah.
The routing I had in mind was after the Putrid Avatar, I get 6 physic fast tiers, then I get strength tier, I get the 2 tiers in Mistwood, and then I route my last tier in Weeping, the 5th tier, and then I can finish my Sacred Flask +5 there. But Ratty stopped it before.
Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. We're gonna bring Ratty is he's killing Radon right now, and then once he gets that done, I will pull him in.
Right. with the physic. Oh shit! All right, sorry.
But I mean, so you secure. There is if some weird stuff happens, there's a chance you can move up to the 2 seed, but you secure the 3
Nexus
seed.
loses. Nexus is 3rd seed.
Yeah.
I hope he loses.
Well,
Please.
unless if Nexus loses and Shura loses, it actually all stays the same though.
That's true. Then then all stays. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, does it? Oh yeah, he has more lines. True.
Yeah, because of
Then
lines.
it stays the same. Yeah.
Welcome in, Ratty. Welcome in.
GG's, Nartock. I swear to God, if you didn't put
GG's,
that in the
Ratty.
big screen, I'm gonna be pissed.
He didn't. I'm sorry.
I didn't.
What the fuck? Who's
Tanner
I
did.
thought
I
fire.
Tanner
yelled for
did.
you.
Tanner, I didn't.
I was yelling.
I couldn't see it because Tanner's face was covering your screen, but Tanner did give us a live call.
Dude, I was
He did.
smoking dick right there. Come on.
What were you doing? Explosive physic on Radon? Was that what you
Yeah.
were doing again?
Yeah, did
Huge,
physical
that's
Radon.
nice. That's big.
I think I should get
GG's,
this square
Ratty.
back and we should keep going, dude. GG's.
Yeah, wait, where's the board? There you go.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will take that. Thank you, sir.
No problem, you got it.
Oh, this was the exact board I didn't want against you. You
Yep.
fucking monster.
Yeah,
You
I
almost
can
pulled
imagine, man.
5-minute
So much.
square pace. Like you had
Yeah.
your 12 at 58. I'm like, yeah, I don't know who's doing anything about this. This shit is
Yeah.
cracked.
This board was dumb. I was seeing a square. I was like, oh, this is fast. Oh, this is fast. And I was like, my eyes kept getting bigger. I'm like, what the fuck is this board? And then to top it all off, 3 triple stat dump. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 caves or grottos, no torrent, right?
Yeah, just I did insta rig into Bofa.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that. That's fucking cracked.
Yeah, you
I
seem really
realized-
surprised by it when it was marked.
I forgot no torrent tech for 2 caves or grottos was a thing. Because had I remembered, like, I knew it was bad to not pivot out to a Geel and go get it when he marked that, because I probably would have beat him. I assume he had, like, spiked club versus broadsword.
I'd spike club, yes. I'd spike club.
So I should pivot out to Geel, but I was in the cave and I was like, eh. Which was there's a couple really bad calls. Getting sniped on paintings and what was the other bad one? Explosive physic was like pretty close. Losing both of those was bad, because if I get physic on Margit, then I can just go to Godric and like I have a grace by the Scar Seal. I kind of have some hope because I hadn't spent any runes yet. I was looking at column 5 pretty hard, but I just didn't move fast enough towards it. I made the move too late.
Yeah,
So
sitting at bingos, that was good. Row 1, I had a real chance of bingoing on row 1.
When you were sitting at 11, I was going to set up Altis because I was like, fuck it, I'll do 3 remembrances. It's a slow square. Maybe I soul read. Then I looked at row 5. I'm like, wait, he might try to be bingo majoriting me. Time to soul read Star Seals. Time to soul read Star Seals, dude.
I thought about it, I can't lie.
He marked, what was it? Godric with Nefeli Lu. I'm like, all right, now there's no bingo majority. That was a bad call.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, GG, Nartock obviously we'll be seeing you again, both of you again in the future. Ratty, obviously we're going to have you in commentary. But this was your final game of the season. I just want to say thank you so much, man. You put a ton into this when you didn't have to. Obviously you got you're busy and everything, and you putting so much into bingo and just becoming such an integral part of the community. And I'm proud to say one of my good friends. It means a lot. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for that day that you decided to reach out to me randomly during Rookie Rumble to decide to do commentary, to ask to do commentary. Will end up being definitely a moment that I didn't know at the time, but will have changed my life. And I want to just thank you so much, man, for everything that you've done. Helping, playing, commentating, sharing your community with us, helping growing the game, as well as everything you've done for me personally. You're the best dude, and I just want to say thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, brother. It's been a good time. These last 2 games didn't go how I wanted them to, but I learned a lot from competing. I've never done a tournament like this, but like, it's a fucking long haul. It's a marathon. I have respect to the guys that are still grinding and are going to be in playoffs. They fucking worked hard. And I just did not have that dog for it, unfortunately. I think it shows here. Nartock there's a couple guys at the top end of this league that are fucking fast and really good at bingo. And like, props to them, man. It's been fun for me. I think I'm enjoying the commentary more than the games at this point, for sure. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, GG's.
Fun to be a part of.
Yeah.
GG's. And Nartock, I think...
You improved a lot. You are still newer than other people like me. Like, I have like 1-2 months on you. You improved a lot.
And also, I appreciate the hell out of you, especially like as a YouTuber creator, man. Coming here and stepping up and playing with a bunch of guys who are, at least in the realm of it, like no name killers, right? I respect you a ton for that, right?
Indeed, it was fun. And Nartock, I think it's time for us to bury the hatchet.
Can we hug it out? Can we kiss it out?
Let's go make out after this, dude. I think it's...
Let's fucking go.
I've been humbled, so, I think me and Narty will be friends now. I think this has really helped me grow as a person to accept him. No longer the number 1 op. Now it's just Shura. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Shura, I'm with you. Repeat my limit time.
Fuck that guy, dude. I hope you smoke him in the playoffs.
I will. All right.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Tanner, thank you so much for joining me and being great on commentary. Appreciate you. I just, for everyone in Twitch and YouTube chat, I just threw both Ratty and Tanner's YouTube links. Make sure to check them out. They're both wonderful YouTubers, much better than me. So go check them out, and I'll be right back in just a second. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will be here for a match between Dagger and Lorian, a playoff eliminator in the Crucible, winner go home. So we'll be a big match. Very excited for that one. I'll be joined by the shitter himself, Shura. So see you all very soon.
Please become Elden Lord.